right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, Carl, I'm like how Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Makakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone Peace. And salutations to the elect. Yeah, the title of this one gonna be "Why You Worried About a Scholarship When You About to Be in a Spaceship?" All right. You know, why you worried about a scholarship when you about to be on a spaceship? When you about to get on a spaceship, man. All right. And let's see, that's what they call a scholarship in this world. It's a full ride. You got a full ride to particular university or college and shit like that. But um, that's what they they put in your head and all that. That you got to do this. If you don't get it, you're not successful and this and that. In the world, because you ain't gonna have no future. Well, the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. So what the Most High has, in a sense, set up for us is much more greater, much more greater than a scholarship. He think he made it because he got a scholarship. I'm good. They're proud. I'm the first in my family to finish college. Which is a good thing, whatever. But at the end of the day, what does it profit you to gain the whole world? But if you shall lose his soul, what shall it profit a man? All right. That's why it says the love of money is the root of all evil. 1 Timothy 6:10. So it's all about seeking the kingdom, and all things shall be added on to thee, because this world's getting ready to pass away, the fashion of it. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 31. Using this world but not abusing it, for the fashion of this world pass away. This world waxing old through age. The way of this world, okay, the glitz and the glamour and the vanity, all right, all gets old, it all dies down, and it's all fleeting. All right, so the Lord's about to come deliver us in a spaceship, right? In the ultimate spaceship, which is the fathership. Okay, so this ruling class mentality come with this truth, wherein by we don't look at the things of this realm as anything really anymore. 2 Ezra 13 and the first verse says, "And it came to pass after 7 days that I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there was a wind from the sea. There arose a wind from the sea. I should say that it moved all the waves thereof, and I beheld, lo, that man waxed strong with the thighs of heaven, and he turned and looked his countenance to look all the things trembled that were seen unto him." Right, pursuing Revelation 1:7. Every eye shall see him, every knee shall bow. Even they that pierce him. So that's reincarnation, because them that pierced the Lord is gonna witness his return. The so-called white man that was responsible for his death, the devil, and the wicked Israelites who said, "Let his blood be upon us," and our children's children, because the Lord said, "Well, He visits the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation of them that hate me." Okay, but to them that love my appearing, right? Shall the Son of Man arise with healing in his wings? Malachi 4:2. So that's the difference. What's the difference? Okay, we're looking for the spaceships, and they're looking for a scholarship. They're looking for apprenticeship. All right. Okay. Let's get the word for. They're looking for the word for ship real quick. Okay. It says the word for scholarship means status of a scholar said learning, eruditation, character, and qualities of a scholar. All right. The Lord said, upon a scribe he shall lay his honor. So, what is the true knowledge? The true scholarship, which is being being into this word. You know, okay. It takes true studious habits, a true dedication to understand these scriptures. All right, and also ultimately the Holy Spirit. But it says what? Study to show itself approved. Right. So it says a source of funds for support or maintenance of a scholarship. So basically, you pay your way by way of your scholarly, pay your dues, if you will. You get a scholarship for playing a sport or something like that. You know, they pay for your way so you could go and get a degree, right? Well, we're gonna elevate our degree in life, our status in life, um, by being scholars or scribes of the Most High. You know, that's how that works. Okay, man's wisdom is the foolishness with the Lord, right? It's a body of scholars, scholarship. All right. So the word ship, it means a seagoing vessel, especially a large one, a ship, a boat of considerable size, adapted to navigation, a ship, right? It says the ultimate etymology is concerned. It says now it's considered a ship is considered a vessel of considerable size, man. So a ship is a vessel of considerable size, distinguished from a boat, being much longer, having a bow, mast, okay, lower top. Okay, so anyways, the a ship is a seagoing vessel, right, of considerable size, right? So when you get a scholarship, basically they're navigating your way. It's helping you navigate your way into a prestigious college university that's gonna help you make a bunch of money or whatever, but also saddle you with debt and all that. But if you get a scholarship, you go for free and da da da. But see, the Lord said, "What freely you receive, freely give." We ain't gonna have to give up anything or do any weird things to receive the blessing of going up on them ships. You know what I'm saying? The ultimate blessing, which is salvation, which is the penny that you're laboring for. The penny. But with salvation comes many things. The workman is worthy of his meat, man. With salvation comes everlasting life, riches, possessions, lands, okay, princesses. All right, all kind of great things come with success. All right. 1 Corinthians 2:9. I have not seen, ear have not heard the things that the Most High have prepared for them that love Him. So, going back second. Actually, further going on, it says ship in the verb form to send or transport. If you ship something, you transporting it, right? Shipping means means of passage over water, right? So or land or like the Israelites, we were shipped to America. We were shipped over here in cargo slave ships as part of as cargo, but we're gonna leave out of this place in spaceships, you know, what they call UFOs. All right, the chariots of the Most High, Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter down to thy chambers, hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. For the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants thereof, man. You know? The Lord gonna come out the third dimension to punch or the fourth dimension, I should say, to punch a wormhole through the sky to bring in his ships like the Chitauri, you know. So it says 2 Esdras 13:4. And whatsoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. Because when the Lord comes, he's gonna come with burning and fuel of fire. Okay, he ain't gonna When he speaks, it's going to be for war. That's what it means. It said, verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there were gathered together a great multitude of men of great number from the four winds of the earth to subdue the man that came out to sea to try to fight the Lord. Okay, because that's why I have the Space Force and all the different international agencies, you know, like the, what they call it, the International Space Station, all that stuff, right, to try to combat the Lord, but that's futile. You cannot negotiate with a guy. Neither can you fight with him. You can't fight with the Most High and his angelical army. Angelical, his angelical army, man. It says, verse 6. And I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. He graved himself a great mountain, the ship, the ultimate ship, a great mountain, a vessel of considerable size, right? As it says in the definition of ship, a vessel of considerable size. So the Lord, when he comes on a big ship, on a fire ship, it's going to be a vessel of considerable size, all right? That's gonna dwarf. You know what I'm saying, it's gonna blot out the sun, the size of the, you know, because from here, you know, imagine you see a flying mountain in the sky. It's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be unmistakable. You know, we don't know the exact size, but it's like a mountain. It's like a Mount Fuji or Mount Kilimanjaro just took off and just started flying like that one movie, like the Age of Ultron, where Ultron lifted up the city. He lifted up into the sky, shit like that. All right. So it says, 2 13 and verse 7. Now I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven. I could not see it. After this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue the man were so afraid, and yet there's fight. And lo, the Lord gonna put it in their hearts to fight, you know, because he likes a a challenge, or not a challenge, but he likes to, when these wicked niggas or when these wicked devils put up a fight, so that he could give him opposition, you know, and give him something to target practice, you know. So it says, verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held a sword, nor any instruments of war, but only I saw that he sent out his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming bread, the greatest tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight. Yeah, great violence. Isaiah 6 and 15, the slain of the Lord shall be many. Many shall be the slain of the Most High. Okay. Because the Lord ultimately is the one behind all this destruction. Yes, Yahweh Shai is gonna execute it. Cause that's his ultimate battle axe and weapons of war. But we are joint heirs, so we're like the we're part of the Lord's army. You know, you brothers that are of the elect, man. You are of the Lord's army. You know, you comprise the ground troops, if you will. That's why you got boots to the ground. You're like the front line soldiers, like Mr. Keeper Simple said. You know? That's why the Lord sent you out there, Matthew 22 and 9 on down. You know, he sent you out there to present your body a living sacrifice. That's what a soldier do, right? A soldier, he present his body as a living sacrifice for his kinsmen. Okay, that's what Paul said in Romans 9. You know? Okay, which Paul was a man of the Most High. Paul was a man after the Most High's heart, just like Peter was, King David. Just like, you know, these were men of the Lord that had hazarded their lives for the conquest. I mean, for the controversy of Zion, I should say. These are church fathers. Okay, so the Lord said, "Prepare to fight." He prepared to fight, and all of a sudden, of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived of them, but only dust and smell of smoke. While I saw this, I was afraid. Yeah, all the people that came up against the Lord turned their ass into dust. Okay, all them other nations, and their little armies, the Lord just vaporized them. Because the power of the ships, the power of the tractor beams, the power of the angels. Look at what they do today. They play with the ships. They play with they go around like the pilots, and they start doing tricks around them, and then they'll record them. Okay, but a lot of people just recording UFOs on their phones. You know, a lot of people just record them everywhere they go. Just recording the UFO. They make formations. They'll make formations in the sky and shit. And they'll like I remember when we went down there to Philly, man. And, we had seen formation of chariots. Like once we end up getting off the bus, you know what I'm saying? The brothers with their Kardashian them, they seen that. They they seen they seen the ship too. But I had pointed out to the brothers, they was going crazy, blah blah. Because how brothers get when they see the ships. But it's a see the Lord. He always got his angels encamped around about you, but he won't let you see it all the time. Sometimes he'll just cover them up. They're there. Because they got cloaking devices, cloaking mechanisms, like the Predator. The Predator had cloaking mechanism. That's how he was able to catch his prey. And but ultimately, the ships, they're gonna reveal themselves. Like just fully reveal themselves. There ain't gonna be no more little poking fun at this devil. Because right now that's all he's doing. He's just poking fun. The angels, they're just poking fun at you devils. Because the Lord, he has a sense of humor. He likes to have a good laugh once in a while. It says 2 13:12. Afterward, I saw the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude, and there came much people unto him. Wherefore some were glad and some were sorry. Some of them were bound and others were brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick and I was greatly afraid, and I awaked and said, Thou hast showed thy servant wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer. Show me now yet the interpretation of this dream. If I have conceived in my understanding, woe unto them that be left in those days. Yeah, woe to these people out here, man. That's why I said Amos the 5th chapter. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Even so great darkness. Because it says, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. For what end is it to you? Like, all these Christians, all these people desiring the day of the Lord. I want the Lord to come back. What you want the Lord to come back for? You ain't going to be delivered in the rapture. Okay? Because you trust in your scholarship. You trust in you of the world. You trust in your bank account. You trust in your financial advisor. You trust in your business, what you got going on in this world. And that's cool because the majority of these people, they're just of the world. They're meant to be of this world. The 2/3 of our own people. Okay. Esau and the heathens, of course, the women, that's their kingdom. So that's why it says, woe to them that be left in those days. They're going to be left behind, and they'll be melted in the furnace, in the fierceness of the Lord's wrath, I should say. It says that much more woe be unto them that are not left behind. All right, those that end up being reserved for the missiles, because those that end up perishing before, like people that die now, that's really mercy on them. People that die now, they just die in a car crash. Something happens, or they died of the vid. Well, that's really mercy because they didn't have to suffer the burning of the fire or dying by a famine. A famine, that's a cold blood death. The scriptures say it's better die by the sword, die by the famine. They over there starved to death. And you know these people, they love to eat. You know, they love to eat them big drumsticks and them big old pieces. You know, and them big old. I went to Philly that time. Going back to what I said earlier, and they gave us the biggest fucking the biggest goddamn cheese thing I ever had. That shit was good as hell, but you could tell that motherfucker will raise your cholesterol and all that shit. You eat that shit too much, you'd be big. You'd be extra big. Okay, but that thing was good. But that's the way of America, to over exceed yourself. You know, to exceed your limits when it comes to all things, including food. You know, food, drinking, drugs, sex. Too much sex. That's not a good thing either. Like, it's too over sexualized. The society. Everywhere you look, ain't nothing but always you see some naked girl and some lingerie. She's married, or she got many men she's dealing with, and she's out there naked. She got all her things showing out, you know. But that's the world now. That's why the Lord said, "Woe to them that be that dwell in those days." It says for 17, for they were not left that were in heaviness. Now understand the things that are laid up in the latter days, which shall happen unto them and to those that are left behind. Therefore, they are coming to great perils. Okay, and many necessities, like as the dreams declare. Yet it is easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud out the world, and not to see the things that happen in the last days. And he answered me and said, the interpretation of the vision I shall show thee, and I'll open unto thee the thing that thou hast requested of me. Wherefore thou hast spoken of them that are left behind. This is the interpretation. He that shall endure the said peril in that time have kept himself. And they that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith towards the Almighty. See, the importance of having works and faith towards the Almighty, because that's the bank account, that's the treasure, that's why the Lord said you're rich. Revelation 2:9. Yes, you may be considered poor in this world or whatever, but you have all the keys to the what really matters. You know, you got all the ducks in a row. You got a bright future ahead of yourself. And these people are in gross darkness. Isaiah 60:2. These people are in gross darkness. While you have a bright future, it says, verse 23 again, 2 13:23. Because what we have the truth, the law, which is a lamp unto our feet, where the people are in gross darkness again, and they could put their trust in whatever they want to. But the scriptures say the elements shall be melted with fervent heat. Now, when you read Proverbs 18:10, it says the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and are safe. So you're safe by running to the names of the Lord. That's the refuge, which becomes the strong tower. Okay, that's going to be your stability in times and the strength of thy salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Isaiah 33:6. These college boys, these little soy boys, and these little, you know, they did everything by the book, and they was great in the world, and they all gonna die a grievous fucking death. All right, they're all these little 30 under 30 Forbes niggas, and the rappers and the entertainers and all these great. Hey, you doing great in this world. That's good for you. But the Lord said, "He that is exalted shall be abased." Okay, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. You brothers that are faithful in this truth, and that really the Lord is dealing with, you're like the last of the world. You're like the last in this world, but you're first in the kingdom to come. You know. So, anyways, and that's more important. You know. That's why I scripture speak about denying thyself. 2 Corinthians 13:23. He that shall endure the said perils in that time have kept himself. They that be falling into danger are such as have works and faith towards the Almighty. Notice, therefore, that they which be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead. This is the meaning of the vision. Wherefore thou sayest, thou sawest a man come from the midst of the sea. The same is he whom the Most High have kept the great season, which is by his own self shall deliver his creature, the elect, and shall order them that are left behind. And whereas thou sawest that out of the mouth there came a wind of blasting and fire and storm. That's the tractor beams. Out of his mouth goeth the tractor beams. Out of his fathership, out of his command center, like General Zod invading. Pew, 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 pew. And he's sending out the angels with the ships and saying like that's where you get the Jedi from. The Lord represent Darth Vader, and then the little white boy is supposed to represent like the little white boy. He defeated his father. He said, "Luke, I'm your father. Luke, I'm your father." And the white boy, what's his name? Mark Hamill, the Skywalker. He killed Darth Vader. Darth Vader is the most powerful, man. Darth Vader, he is the reason the new what's it called? They called it the Third Reich or whatever they called it. Darth Vader was like the most powerful. He had the most power in the Force and all that. And he came with the invasion, but the Jedi is supposed to, this is supposed to symbolize the good guys. But they was down with the moles and all that. They was down with the liberation of everything. But anyways, just like Thanos, they try to make Thanos as if Thanos was like some type of bad guy. Thanos was evil. Thanos was actually bringing order to the universe. He brought order, even though yes, he wiped out half the population or whatever, but half the population ain't worth a fuck. You gotta keep the best and leave behind the shit. Leave behind the unworthy. That's what the Lord's gonna do. He's gonna cut off more than half. He's gonna cut off 2/3 in the land. Zechariah 13:8. He's gonna cut off 2/3, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Okay, but a third part shall be left therein. What's the third part? The election, I should say. So like the election. Okay, so the election gonna be left behind, and they're gonna be, it said, purified and tried and refined and glorified. Lord said he's gonna beautify the meek with the salvation. Okay, but anywho, going back here, 2 13, verse 28, I should say. That he held neither sword nor instrument of war, but that the rushing of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to subdue him. This is the interpretation. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. Deliver them from the oppressor. Psalm 72:4. Okay. It says in verse 30, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell upon the earth. Yeah, everyone gonna be astonished. Whoa, what is this invasion? We never thought this would be real. Okay, the ships been showing themselves, Many moons the ships been showing themselves. Throughout all of humankind, throughout all human history, man. That's why the Mayans talk about it. The Egyptians, all these different civilizations, the Incas, everybody speaks about the UFOs, man. Okay, everybody speaks about the chariots of Israel. Okay, so it says that he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall undertake to fight against another, and one city against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. And at that time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen, which I showed thee before. Then shall my son be declared, whom thou saw as a man ascending. And when all the people hearing his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have against one another. And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, and as thou sawest them willingly come to overcome, to come and fight, and to overcome him by fighting. So like it, he shall stand on the top of Mount Zion, and Zion shall come and shall be showed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven without hands. Yeah, because the Lord's gonna stand on top of the Mount Zion. What that mean? That means the Lord gonna come on the fathership. Okay, as we read here in the that's the top of the mount, the top of the power. It's going to come from what the it says I beheld and lo, 2 13 verse verse 6, and I beheld and lo, there he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. And I would have seen the region or place where the hill was graven, but I could not, because that's the Lord's vessel to deliver his remnant. All right, his prized possession. Okay, so it says, he shall stand on top of 35th verse. He shall stand on top of Mount Zion, and Zion shall come and shall be showed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven without hands. This is my son, who shall rebuke the wicked inventions of these nations, which are for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts, and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame. He shall likewise destroy them without labor, by the law which is like unto fire. Yeah, because the Lord he's not gonna break a sweat, man. He's not gonna break a sweat. He ain't gonna do much work. He gonna sit back, and all the power he gonna delegate to us and to the angels, and he gonna enjoy. It says when the Lord was on the scene, right, and he had the disciples, and the disciples, he cut off. I think it was Paul. No, I think it's Peter. I say he cut off the ear of the high priest servant, of the ear of Malchus. He cut his ear off, and he said, "Look, man, take that sword back into that place. For if this is my kingdom, my servants will fight. Know ye not that I could call down 10 legions, man?" He said, "I called down legions and legions of angels to destroy the Roman Empire." That's what he told them devils. He said, "You will have no power over me, except that be given to you of the Father." So now the Lord, when he comes back, he gonna call them legions of angels. All right, which you are part of the legions. That go back to the Roman term for the what they would call the phalanx in the Greek time. The platoon, the legion, which legion was 3,000 to 7,000 men. So the Lord gonna come with the thousands and thousands of legions. And they're gonna execute the vengeance upon these devils. All right, which ultimately is why we don't look to this world as nothing. We don't look at this motherfucking we don't look at this place as having any future. So if you wasting your time, really you wasting your time dealing with all this. I want to spend 8 years in medical school. 8 years I want to be a doctor. I want to be this. I want to be that. Look, man, you're not a man of the Most High. Okay, if you're trying to make it in this world, you're not a man of the Most High. All right, because this world is about to be destroyed. So we have forsaken our lives in this place in order to receive a greater life. That's what it takes. It takes you to give up your life. It says Matthew, no, actually John chapter 12 and verse 25. It says, "He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hated his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. If any man serve me, let him follow me. And where I am, there will my servant be also. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor." So, in order to serve the Lord, you can't be a college boy. You know what I'm saying? Going over there, you're taking 4 masters, you're taking 4 classes a day, and you ain't got no time to do no work. You got to work a job. You got kids. You got too much responsibilities, bro. You're trying to do too many things at once. That's why you don't never really do the work like that, because you just you're taken by the world. Okay, 2 Corinthians 4, right? Not saying that I know certain brothers have gone to school with them, but Look, man, if you look, if I look to the elder apostles as the example, none of them elder apostles were college boys, going to, none of them is some type of college professors, with all this money in the world and all these titles, and, fancified with these fancy degrees, and that's why the Lord said, man, with another lips and stammering tongue, I speak to this people. The Lord, he set up men of low degree, bro. All right, men of, because actually they're high degree, noble born, but of a low degree in this world, because this world is the foolishness of men. This world works under the foolishness of the white man. All right, so you gotta be an ass kissing bootlicker to become something in this world. You gotta be a simp. You gotta shave your beard and get on TV like Stephen A. Smith. You gotta talk like a little feminine bitch, like this dude. What's this guy named Dwayne Wade, or what's the other guy named? You gotta talk like Chance the Rapper. You gotta talk like one of these niggas. Be a punk rock a nigga like Travis Scott or something. You gotta be like one of them to make it in this world. Either you a pencil pusher like Carlton, or you a nigga like Will. But you can't be anything else in this world, okay? Or you a sellout to the small headers like LeBron, okay? LeBron sellout. LeBron James. That dude is a sellout, man. Okay, all these guys sell out. Kyrie Irving, what happened with Kyrie? They're looking up to Kyrie. Kyrie told them, but Kyrie didn't do a goddamn thing except bend over in front of them small headers and give donations. When he gave us a donation, why did he give the Hebrew Israelites a donation? I want a donation. I would like 50 bands, Kyrie. I want 50 bands. That's all right. They'll take care of a lot of issues. They'll take care of a lot of. I ain't asking for much. The nigga make that in 1/4 of a game, man. You think that's a lot of money for a nigga like that? All he gotta do is play one game. He'd have made like 500,000 or some shit. Who knows? Plus the endorsements, all that shit. But that's the world, though. That's why all these niggas want to be NBA players. But to be a damn celebrity or something like that, you gotta be a demon. You gotta deal with witchcraft and put all seeing eyes on your body and throw up the 666. You know what the NBA wanted to do the 3-point contest. They want all these teams shooting threes and all this shit with Steph Curry and and now all they do is either shoot threes or go or take a layup. They don't. The mid range is gone. There ain't no post moves no more. And all that shit is the thing of the past. It's if you can't shoot, your ass can't really play. You got to be able to shoot. Back then, at least motherfuckers had roles. Like, not everybody was just. Everybody's trying to be a damn scorer. Not everybody's a fucking scorer. But here it is. Okay. Anyways, they got every time these niggas hit a three, they're throwing up the Baphomet 666. Even the people in the stands, they're all throwing up the Baphomet. They're all throwing up the. It's a common thing. I remember back then where like J.R. Smith and them was doing it and shit. And DeBron and them was starting to do that. Kobe. It was like that was, and they start covering their eyes and doing, But now it's like a regular thing, to throw up the Baphomet and the 666 every time you score and shit. Because that's what the people look up to. They're betting on these sports. The kids, they're playing 2K, and everybody in the society has been under this vibration of this devil, of the wicked. Even the smallest little things, just like throwing every time you hit a three, you throw up the Baphomet without you even knowing it. The gang members, right? They join the gangs, and the signs that they're throwing up is Baphomet signs. They're throwing up Molech worship signs, man. They're worshiping Baal. A nigga get rich, they go buy Balenciaga. Balenciaga mean Baal is king. Okay, a nigga get rich and he buy Balencis. That's because this is the world you live in. You get the money, and you go and you give it right back to the devil. It doesn't go to your people. It doesn't benefit you. It just trickle down right back to the top. So you've sold your soul for a few toys and a Happy Meal. Like Kanye said on that song on the stage. But I think it was actually Snoop Dogg that said it first. I think it was Snoop Dogg that had ended up saying, because Snoop Dogg been sold his soul. Why think Snoop Dogg is sitting up there with Martha Stewart? This white bitch is a devil. This white bitch, Martha Stewart. She's a witch. She's just like Oprah. Those are two of the big top witches in Hollywood, all right? Because you got levels to the witchcraft. The Kardashians too, and Marina Abramovich, all of them. But Erica Badu and stuff like that. But they're kind of like lower ranking. But Oprah and Martha Stewart, man. Martha Stewart, if you are a household name in America and you in the middle and you in these little grandmama's kitchens, like Reba, you remember Reba McEntire? She's another demon. Reba. And so Martha Stewart and Oprah, man, Oprah and Martha Stewart, they're both billionaires, man. And Snoop Dogg is sitting there, saying, having campaigns with Martha Stewart. You think Martha Stewart gonna have campaigns with a tall, lanky nigga from Long Beach, California? Murder was the case that they gave me. Dun, 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 dun. You think Martha Stewart's sitting down, with Snoop Dogg if this nigga ain't a demon? If this nigga is not a Masonic member? If he's not down with the Jesuits or the Rosicrucian Order, Do you think that Offset and the Takeoff and what's his name and the Quavo, do you think they could sit on the table with Marina Abramovich and with the rest of these witches? And why are they sitting there, at these exhibits? Why are they sitting up there in a high fashion art world when there's some trap rap artists? Okay, which we all listen to them niggas back in the day, but it's because they that's who they put out there for the kids. They put Chief Keef out there. They put Beanie Siegel. They put fucking Death Row. They put Snoop Dogg ass. They put Ice Cube. Ice Cube now he's all of a sudden he's a nice good professional dude making movies. Ice Cube was one of them niggas with attitude. NWA go back to niggas with attitude. That's what the dude came up with it. What's this guy's name? The white man. Damn, I forget this nigga's name. He's in the movie. Jeffrey, some shit like that. Heller or something like that. Jerry. I don't remember his name. But the small header. Okay, so Ice Cube ain't no different than the rest. How you think Ice Cube got all them damn movies? Are we there yet? The 3 Fridays. Okay, Ice Cube been in a lot of movies, man. A lot of movies. Yeah, he didn't wear no dress. I don't remember him really wearing dresses like that, but he still pushed that nigga agenda. Either you're gonna wear a dress in Hollywood, or be a thug gangster nigga, or you're gonna be a Christian. Or be a Mo. One of the four. Okay, but you can't really like, let's say Idris Elba too. Idris Elba, he's a heartthrob of all these women and shit. Idris Elba, he pushed the same agenda that Will Smith pushed. Will Smith is, at first he was like the rugged dude that was in all the action movies, but Will Smith end up being emasculated in front of. So don't be surprised they emasculate this dude Idris Elba too, because he like one of the last masculine looking black dude figures out there. That in the acting world, they did it to Jonathan Majors now, okay? Because Jonathan Majors had the perception of being the next black star and shit after Michael B. But Michael B, another nigga, Michael B. Before they made the third Creed movie, they had Michael B. and Jonathan Majors up there hugged up on the couch, all pink, all sexualized, man. Okay, on some weird shit. They don't do that to no white men, okay? Unless they're fruity, like the One Direction dudes, unless they're fruity already, they're already like Elton John or something. Then they'll go with it. But If you're a straight white man, they're gonna treat your ass with respect. Okay, but if you're a black man, they're gonna make your ass feminize yourself in front of the world in order to continue to keep your damn scholarship, to keep if you want to keep that damn scholarship, you want to keep that movie role, you want to keep that you want to keep them lights on, you want to keep the bills coming in, you want to keep living in that goddamn penthouse, you know. You want to stay in law school, you want to be summa cum laude, and this and that. You want to be part of this fraternity. Well, you gotta do, you gotta play the game, because this is a dirty world. It's a dirty world, man. You know, it's a dirty world full of wickedness. All right. That's why I say, what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Right. What shall a man give in exchange for his soul? What can you give if you gain the whole world? What are you gonna give in exchange for your soul, man? That's right, bro. That's right. I said humiliation ritual. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, humiliation rituals, man. Yeah, that's why it's best just to be poor, man, and just wait it out and let the Lord make you rich. First Samuel is the second chapter. It said the Lord gonna pull out the beggar out the dunghill. Second Esdras 4 and verse 2. And Uriel said unto him, thy heart have gone too far into this world, and thou thinkest to comprehend the way of the Most High. See, if your heart go too far into the world, you are unable to comprehend the ways of the Lord. That's why the Lord has to keep you from the world, untainted, unspotted, blameless, trustworthy. That's why you could be trustworthy. If you're in the world, you're not trustworthy, because you're going to sell out. You're going to take the sea hip. You're going to conform to the ways of this world. The scripture say, be not conformed to this world. All right? You're going to conform your ass to a woman being out of order. You're going to conform yourself to a woman hoeing. Oh, it's okay. She's hoeing. It's all right. You'll conform yourself to adultery. You'll conform yourself to drugs, cocaine. You're going to conform yourself to all kind of stuff, man. All kind of indecency. All right, all kind of wickedness. Pork. You're gonna think, it's cool. You can eat pork, you can eat lobster, you can eat whatever you want to do. You can be a lazy pig. There's no standards. So it says, 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6, the Lord killeth. The Lord killeth, and he maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave, and he bringeth back up. The Lord maketh a man poor, and he maketh rich. He bringeth low, and he lifteth up. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust. That's right. And lift up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he will set up the world upon them. And he said what? In due time he will set up one that is profitable. All right. Sirach the 10th chapter. Spoke about the other day. Now it says verse 9, it says he will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength no man shall prevail. So the Lord will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. The adversaries of the Lord shall be what? Broken in pieces. Woo. And out of heaven shall he thunder. Lord will thunder, who will not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. Right? He shall thunder out of heaven upon them. The Lord shall judge the ends of the earth. And he shall give strength unto his king, and exalt the thorn of his anointed. And he said he gonna judge the ends of the earth. Well, America is the end of the earth. The other side, he gonna judge the Russians. He gonna judge the Chinese. Right? If you look at the map, this is the extreme. He gonna judge all the ends of the earth, the top powers of the earth. Okay, but mainly America here, Babylon. This is because all these nations gonna get judged. The Lord's gonna gather them in the valley of Hawashaphat, the Lord's decision, the valley of decision, and then they're gonna be put into slavery, right? Destroyed and scattered. They're gonna have no choice but to give up their kingdoms to the Lord. That's why it says that the Lord subdued many kingdoms. Revelation 11:15, real quick. He subdued many kingdoms. Revelation 11, verse 14 says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the seven angels sounded, and there was a great noise, a great voice in heaven, saying, the kingdoms of this world are becomes the kingdoms of our anointed, of our Lord and of his anointed, like it. They shall reign forever and ever. All right. So the kingdoms of this world are going to become the kingdoms of our Lord, and he's going to give it to us. Kiss the Lord, kiss the Son, except to be angry. Right. So we're joint heirs, bro. We're joint heirs, and we ain't got nothing to look to or to envy the prosperity of this world. You know, whatever these people got going on, it pales in comparison. So don't be jealous. Oh, their life, they're moving on with their life. They're doing good. They're doing this. They're doing that. They ain't doing shit. They ain't doing good. They is not doing good. You think these people doing good? They're suffering. They're getting ready to suffer. All right. Thou shalt be merry and have abundance. These people ain't doing good. These people are through. These people are through. If you ain't got the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, you through. You ain't got this truth. You through. You finished. What? It may seem like, you know, whatever. The Lord gonna tarry and, you know, take his time. Nah, the Lord ain't gonna take his time. He's not slack concerning his promise. While other men count slackness. And that's where the faith kicks in. That's where the patience kick in. That's why it says in your patience, possess your souls, man. Possess your souls. Habakkuk chapter 2. And it says, verse 1, it says, and I will stand upon my watch. Right? That's why you can't let up the pressure upon this devil. Okay, you got to keep the foot upon his neck. Just stand on your watch and set me upon the tower for what I will watch what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and it shall not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry. All right, this thing's not going. We ain't gonna be here. I wouldn't go to no more. I wouldn't right now. I'd be worried about going to medical school, trying to get trying to become some damn anesthesiologist or something like that. Like, I don't give a shit about no. I wouldn't want to be looking for my bag. Secure the bag, and then what the fuck are you securing, man? We're gonna secure a death sentence, okay? But see, look, you can't tell these people nothing. You're gonna let them do what they want to do, and they're gonna find out what's more valuable in the long term. Okay, what's more valuable? Okay, you're gonna choose whether or not what you want, because you can't serve the Most High and Mammon. All right, either you will hold to the one or hate the other. You cannot serve the Lord and Mammon. You can't serve the money. You can't serve the world. You can't serve Jesus Christ. Okay, because that's the world. All right. So the vision is yet for an appointed time. At the end, it shall speak. They shall not lie, man. A man cannot serve the Most High and Mammon. You got to choose. You got to make a choice. Got to make a choice, man. If a man be a friend of the world, he's an enemy of the Most High. Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, but either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon. Therefore, I say, take no thought for your life. Don't worry about your life. Don't worry what you're gonna eat. Don't worry about, oh, mama, where am I gonna work? What am I gonna do? Okay. Take no thought for your life, what you shall eat or drink, nor yet for your body, what shall you put on? Is not the life more than the meat, and the body more than the raiment? Behold, the fowls of the air, so like I should say, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor they gather into the barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not better than they? All right. So the workman is worthy of his meat. Provide not script, right? Don't worry about nothing. Worry about serving the Lord and all things should be added on to thee, including the heart, your heart's desire. Whatever you need, the Lord gonna give it to you. Ask, and you shall receive. Ask, you shall receive, man. What you think? My hand is slack? I can't give it to you, huh? You think I can create? I couldn't create whatever it is that you want, man. Okay. No servant can serve two masters. Luke 16:13. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High Mammon. That's right. So ask, man, and you shall receive. It says Matthew 7:8. It says, for everyone that asketh, actually verse 7:7, ask and it shall be given you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. And everyone that asketh shall receive. And he that seeketh findeth. And to him that knocketh it shall be opened. But a man must ask in spirit and truth, because if a man asks wavering, he shall receive nothing. For he asks not in faith. For he has as a wave tossed to and fro. Whatsoever is not of faith is sin. Okay. It says Matthew 21 and verse 21. It says, Yahushua answered and said unto them, verily I say unto you, if ye have faith, and doubtless ye shall not only do this which I have done to the fig tree, but also it shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast to the sea, and it shall be done. All things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing, ye shall receive them. All right. No matter what it is, nothing shall be denied thee. Nothing shall be, you know. It says John chapter 16, verse 22. And you know therefore that ye have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man shall take from you. In that day ye shall ask me nothing. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. You ain't gonna have the need to ask me nothing, because it's already gonna be given to you. It said, hitherto have ye asked nothing in my name. Ask and ye shall receive, that your joy may be filled, man. Ask that you may be filled, that your joy may be fulfilled, man. It says James chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume in your own lust. Ye adulterers and ye adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is the enmity with the Most High Yahushua? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. All right, the world is of Satan, it's of the white man. All right, but the things of the Father are revealed to them that are spiritually discerned, that are weaned from the milk, drawn from the breast, chosen from the womb, foundation of the world. 1 John 3 and 20, for if our heart condemn us, the Most High is greater than our heart, and knoweth all things. Beloved, if our heart condemneth us not, then we have confidence with the Most High. Whatsoever we ask, we shall receive of him, because we keep his commandments and do those things that are pleasing in his sight. And this is his commandment, that we should believe on the name of the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, his son, and love one another as he hath given us the commandment. And he that keepeth his commandments dwelleth in him, and he in him, and whereby we know that he abideth in us by the Spirit which he hath given us. All right, the Spirit that he has bestowed upon us. 1 John 2 and 20, you have an unction from the Holy One, and you know all things. So ye ask, ye receive not, because ye ask amiss. James 4 and 3. Okay, but again, Luke 11 verse 10, it says, start at 9, it says, I say unto you, ask and it shall be given you, seek and ye shall find it, knock and it shall be open unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be open. If a son shall ask bread of any of you that is a father, will ye give him a stone? Or if he ask for a fish, will he? If he ask for a fish, will you give him a serpent? Or if he shall ask for an egg, will ye offer him a scorpion? If they being evil know how to give good fruits unto their children, how much more shall your heavenly Father give the Holy Spirit to them that ask of him? All right. How much more shall the Lord, the Father of lights, with whom is no variables or shadow of turning, what do you think he's going to bestow upon them that love him? I have not seen, you have not heard the things the Lord has prepared for them that love him. First Corinthians 2:9. So ultimately, man, the way of this world is the way of death. Using this world but not abusing it, for the fashion of this world pass away, man. Okay, this is not our kingdom, not our rest. We're not here to shine, and we're gonna shine as sparks through the stubble, amongst the stubble when all hell break loose. That when this world gonna go back to being our world. It's a man's world for a woman. Ah! You're gonna do a split like James fucking Brown. When all hell break loose, you're gonna do a fucking split just like James Brown. You're gonna walk around just like James Brown. You know? James Brown's a bad dude, man. Dancing like a motherfucker. You gonna dance in the fire. Like the song Three Holy Children, they were dancing in the fire, man. Okay? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And they had the Lord himself up there, the angel, you know what I'm saying, with them, preserving them, keeping them. You know, they shall not dash thy foot against the throne, neither shall you be burnt. They said the plague shall not come nigh thy dwelling. 1,000 shall fall at thy right hand, 10,000 on thy left. You know, but it's, you know, yeah, we're gonna put these people to flight, bro. But that's all. That's you, brother. That's of the Lord. That's not of the world. That's not double-minded. That's truly on fire. Okay, because if you where your heart is, there where your treasure be also. If your ass is if you a damn valedictorian, super scholar, and your ass is in the world, you're gonna put all your trust, you're gonna put all your time and effort into getting that doctorate degree, or whatever it is that you want, and your ass gonna forsake the gospel. You're gonna turn your back because you want them riches. Okay, you're gonna turn your damn back on the Lord. You ain't gonna be on them highways and byways. You don't be pushing the word the way you're supposed to if your ass is in there loving this damn society and getting a bunch of money. Look, if you're making a high 6-figure salary, your ass is not right. Okay, you're not a man of the Lord. If you're making like $700,000 a year, you ain't fucking right, man. Okay, because that type of money is going to just corrupt your stupid ass. Okay, it's going to make you a simpleton. It's going to make you soft. And when you make a certain amount of money, you can't say what you want to say. You can't do what you want to do, and you're shackled. Okay, you're shackled. And you got a muffle on your damn mouth. Okay, that's why the Lord said, "Blessed are the poor, for theirs is the kingdom." All right. So anywho, I'm gonna leave it there. Hey, first and foremost, all praise and glory to Yahweh. By Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kakwadash, the bonds to the positive great millstone, and peace is salutation to the elect. The way of this world is death. The scripture says, seek out the old paths, wherein is the right way. Jeremiah 6:16. Ask of the old paths, man. Wherein is the right way? The right way is the way of the Lord, man. The way of the devil is going to these damn skull and bone universities and becoming some in this world. Your ass lose yourself, and you're gonna end up dying. All right, becoming something in this world, you're gonna lose your life. All right, that's why it's best to deny yourself and suffer as Moses suffered with his people, instead of enjoying the pleasure of sin for a season. All right, he refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Okay, because he would rather be a poor man, all right, than be a highfalutin nigga in the world of heathen. Okay, the scripture says, I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the house of the Lord than to dwell in the tents of the wicked. All right, so day, shalom.